All right, so now we're going to go over the free transform command. There's two basic ways of getting there. So if you have an object selected and you're on the move command, you can put a check mark right over here where it says show transform controls. And when you select your object or select your image, it does something similar to Illustrator where it puts these control points around your image. All right, I'm just gonna move these out of the way. And I'm gonna move this one up. And on this one, the larger one, I'm gonna make a copy of it. So I'm on a Mac, so I'm gonna hold down the Option key. I think on the PC, you hold down the Alt key and just drag. Just drag with the move command, and you can make a copy of it. All right, so similar to on Illustrator, I can click one of these diagonal ones. If I don't hold anything down, it changes the size of the image proportionally. Right? If I hover over one of the corners, I can also rotate it. If you just want to accept the changes, just hit enter. The one thing that it does not do is if you right click inside the image, it doesn't give you additional options. And the other thing it does is just personal preference, but every time I select something, click on something, it always shows those transform commands. I'm not a huge fan of actually always seeing this, but again, that's just personal preference. So for now, I'm going to turn these back off. I'm going to click on this image again. And this time I'm going to go to manually showing the transform controls, which is under Edit, Free Transform. I always just remember the shortcut. So I'm just used to using the Command T shortcut. So just get familiar with the shortcut. So again, just select the image and Command T or Control T. And it does something similar where you can still rotate it, you can still scale it. But if you right click inside, it also gives you more options, right? If you want to rotate it exactly a certain 90 degrees, or if you want to flip it horizontal or flip it vertical, it gives you a couple different options. It also gives you a few options up here where you can start to say if the perspective is slightly off, you can click on the perspective and adjust the perspective of it. Or if it's slightly off again, you can click on skew, for example, and just skew the image just to correct it. And once you want the changes, just press enter, and then it accepts those changes.